Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I know you're busy. I'm busy as well. I'm so busy that I don't have time to do all of the things that I want to do. And one of the things that I actually want to do is take you guys out to coffee. Um, I'm kind of in a weird position in my life because I know that some of you listen to what I say, and that's cool, and I appreciate it, and I thank you so much. But a lot of times, I just want to show you things. And one of the coolest places to have coffee is right here. Now, it's kind of like, okay, obviously, I'm in a studio, green screen kind of thing, but I want to at least mimic the experience for you so you can get a sense of what it's like to sit back, relax, and look at the most beautiful scenery that you could possibly imagine while drinking a very delicious cup of coffee. So that's what I'd like to do. It's just that to get to this place, you kind of gotta hop on an airplane, get in a car, and like really figure out how to get here. And that could be complicated. And it could cost a lot of money. And you don't have enough time. So I get it. I understand. We all have to prioritize our thinking in a way that benefits us, right? And we got to do what we got to do. You got to go to work, basically, is one of those phrases that we often say in English, right? Got to go to work. You just got to do it. And there's nothing, you don't even question it, right? You just do it because that's what you got to do. But in my particular job, um, I don't gotta go to work. I gotta talk to you. That's my job. I mean, look, we all know I'm a YouTuber. So, this is how I do it. And how I do it is by trying to craft a story that as many people in the world will possibly listen to, right? So, I gotta be smart. I gotta be fast. I gotta be quick. Because your guys' attention is like fleeting. First it's here, now it's off to the next channel, the next short, the next teacher, the next anything, right? If you're learning English through this machine, I could see why you're so distracted. Oh my God. I just want to remind everybody that when I learned Japanese, there was no iPhone, there was really no internet, and all I had was like a dictionary. Like, and, a lot of people to talk to. So, what do I know about learning a second language? What do I know about prioritizing time? I was lucky in the sense that I knew I wanted to do an exchange program in Japan, but I just knew I didn't know if I was going to be able to speak Japanese. I was like, I want to speak Japanese, but will I succeed? I remember asking my Japanese friend, I'm like, do you think I could learn Japanese in like 10 months? He's like, I don't know. It's a lot of kanji. It's like, oh man, this sounds difficult, right? So, but I did it, and there's a whole story involved with that. And as I continue to mature and grow as a I hate to call myself a teacher because I am literally just like you. I wanted to learn a second language. And if you guys want to learn a second language, you literally got to do what I did. And you would literally become better. And I don't know how many times I could say it when people aren't really paying attention because they're like, oh yeah, but what about Yamapi's English? Because Yamapi's English is just really amazing, and I would like to. And I think it's fascinating to talk about other people's English because it's really fascinating, the whole accents thing. But sticking to the point when you're too busy, right? What do? I was lucky. I learned Japanese when I was young, when I was like 18 or 19, and people kind of forgive you for being a student. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, I don't know how to make money. I don't have a job yet, but I just want to learn Japanese. And people are cool. Sorry, I'm gonna drink some water here. People cool with that. They're like, all right, you can do that. So I was like, cool. So I learned Japanese in 10 months, and it's like I still, didn't figure out anything else in life. I still hadn't graduated college. I still hadn't got a job. I haven't done anything. I just figured out something really simple, in my opinion. And it wasn't because I did it young, per se. It was because I did it every day. And I'm pretty sure if you guys just really turned it on and flipped the switch and started speaking English every day, that you'd get better, and you'd get better faster the more you did it. You know what I mean? It's like you can like literally take steps every day and just like get better every day. Or you can like start speaking English like once a day, maybe for like 10 minutes at the most. I mean, come on, guys, seriously. I've been talking for 6 or 7 minutes. That's it. This is nothing. There's like a whole day ahead of me. I got to be smart with my time, okay? Now, here's the problem with watching a KY senpai production, all right? The more time I spend here on this video means that there's less time I spend on other videos. And those other videos are way, way, way more popular than what you're watching right now. Anybody still watching up to this point, I really thank you for your time, but it feels like I'm wasting my time in the sense, not that I don't want to do this and I'm not going to do this every day. It's that I have to edit another film right now. And this other film is actually the most important film I have ever filmed, actually, and I have ever edited. I have edited it a lot. I hate editing. This is one secret that I will confess with you guys. I hate editing. And I'm not going to do anything too complicated for this video because I got to spend a lot of time editing the other video, which is like complicated. And I don't want to do it. I literally don't want to do it. And this is one of the paradoxes that I face as kind of like a YouTuber, is that I don't want to edit. And right now with the color system and stuff, there's only one person. I mean, I could teach the color system. That's that's the whole point, right? But like making the videos with the subtitles and the colors is kind of like, there's not a lot of people on the planet, that could edit a video like I do. But that we can save for another time, that kind of conversation, because like, honestly, you guys don't even really want to know that editing is the most crucial part of all of this thinking, right? It's like, hey, what are we going to do? And you, as the editor, have to keep it to the point, and you have to keep the story moving in a way that makes sense. That is by far really, really difficult when you're dealing with millions of people trying to listen to the story. And I'm trying to make the story very clear. Like, hey, guys, if you guys want to sound more like an English speaker, like a native English speaker, like a Californian, do you guys want to sound like an American? Do you guys want to sound like you're fluent? Do you guys want to like actually speak English? Like, if your answer is yes, then please keep listening. But if your answer is like, no, I do not want to speak English, I do not want to speak English every day, and I do not want to speak English with you, and I do not want to speak English with anybody on YouTube. But like, if that's you, then please do not watch this video. It's totally cool. I am simply just trying to provide everybody with actual truth. That's it. Like real English as it's being thought, as it's being imagined to you guys. Like I'm trying to like channel straight up English thinking into your brain, like California thinking. If if we want to be specific about what kind of English we're speaking here, because like seriously guys, if you literally talk like me, you're literally going to sound like a Californian, and like people will think, hey, are you from California? And you could be like, no, I'm from Japan. But I just kind of like accents, like if you talk like this, I swear to God, people are going to think you're from California. And I would highly recommend that you do that, because it's cool. It's awesome. It's really cool to go out in there and meet people, talk to them. That's why I wanted to bring you here, because I've met a lot of cool people here, and I could go into the memories of all the conversations I've had here with people, but I don't want to waste my time any longer telling these stories that nobody's going to be listening to. You know what I mean? Like, I would come here and I would edit videos here, and even at that time, I was not really excited about editing. Ugh. But anyway, you got to do what you got to do, right? Or you got to do what you got to do in the best way that you can understand it, right? And at that time, I still was learning YouTube. So I was like, okay, I just need to make this video and I'm going to do it, right? Now that I'm getting, more experienced, I was like, oh, I don't got to make that video. I got to make that video. Oh, okay, cool. So anyway, so I would talk to people here. And I'm like, yeah, I do YouTube, like I'm not famous yet or whatever, but like I'm learning a lot, and like it's all about like blah 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 keywords or something. And so yeah, they're cool. We talk. Like yeah, I used to live in Japan. Until I got deported. Like what? Like yeah, okay, we'll save that story for another time, right? But yeah, man, I'm making like videos, and I'd come here, and I'd kind of like think of some ideas and start editing. And you could go into the history, and you could probably see videos that I was making when I was really coming here often, because this was like my spot. This is my jam. This is how I wanted to spend my morning. I wanted to spend my morning looking at clouds and sitting in the sun and looking at the ocean, and then be like, hey, I got an idea for a video. And like right there, just kind of like get it done. You know what I mean? And then be like, okay, I'm done with work for the day. Now, obviously, if this podcast was to be a little more successful, yeah, I could totally do that. I could set up a camera right here with a guest that you guys would find interesting. I don't know who that guest would be yet, but then we can have the conversation right there, and then everybody wins, Like everybody literally kind of just goes, cool, that was awesome. That was a good experience. I enjoyed it. And everybody wins, right? So maybe someday you guys are going to see the real deal, the version of what I want to do. And what I want to do is go to various locations, have a cup of coffee, and a conversation. That's it. Right now, because I'm in, what do you call this? Studio mode. Oh man, being a video maker is kind of fun, not gonna lie, but at the same time it's a lot of stress and logistics, and like because studios are very expensive if you go to the ones by the ocean. So it's kind of like this like balance of like trying to find real estate as close to the ocean as possible, but like that's just how I think as a Californian. There's just like one of the drawbacks of when I lived in Tokyo was, man, that ocean's so far away. Like, bummer. Gotta go. It takes like a whole hour to get there. Like, bummer. What? Like, I mean, I grew up like I think 2 miles away from the ocean, so it's like Okay, I could get there like in 10 minutes, no problem. Like no problem. And it's like a no-brainer. You know, you just go. You just go. You just do it. Like every single day, you wake up, you just like going to the beach. Going to the beach. It's what I do. When you live by the beach, you go to the beach. That's what you do. And it's definitely a mindset for sure. So, yeah, guys, I digress. I could feel myself going down a rabbit hole of like talking right now, which, if you're still paying attention, I appreciate it. But I need to do more important things. No offense. I do want to do this as often as possible. I want to make these kind of like casual thinking in English kind of videos more often. I just want to make sure that there's a point. You know what I mean? I just want to make sure that everybody's actually learning something, right? And what I would do now or very soon is then I would go, hey guys, if you're really serious about like learning English, I don't know, maybe not. Check this out, and I would put a link right there. And you look at that and you go, oh yeah, I'm super curious about learning English, right? This is a subject that I would like to learn more about. And you go and you click that right there. Um, I digress. Like I see now I'd have to like go into the video and like find where I put the link, right? What's the link gonna be? Because there's only two choices right now. Obviously, it's like, oh man, I don't even want to say it anymore because I realized something. You guys, I'll be honest with you guys in this video is that I developed the app for you and I want you to download it. I use it every day. The color system is just the most fascinating thing. Like I like write poetry with it, and it's weird because like I kind of like want to like really write poetry with it. I want to like make art with it. You know, I want to paint a wall with all these colors, right? I love it, and I think you should love it too. So I want you to download it. But you guys, you're not thinking about app. Why would you be thinking about app? Like your goal is to learn how to speak English, become bilingual. This is why this is the bilingual way cup, right? And I want to stick to these themes as we go forward. But there's so many ways we could be talking about so many different things. I digress. I'm going to cut it short right here because the more that I talk, the more I got to edit, right? And I don't want to edit because what I really got to edit is the other video that actually is going to go right here. You see what I'm saying? So I don't think I'm going to have that video done by today. So this is probably going to talk about the app, right? But what I wanted to say is, hey, if you guys want to speak more like a native speaker, check out my 3-step system. And that's where I go into the story of when I was an exchange student in Maizuru, basically, and talk about some of the things. I try to, weave the story in a way that makes sense to you guys, because, like, who wants to really hear my story? But, like, oh, well, hearing this story, this is why I am now fluent in 2 languages, because I did these things. And if you do these things, you're going to succeed. And these things that I do are not the same things that they teach you in schools. So literally I love I don't know, my truth or my experience, but I'm like, hey, like, I don't know why this is hard. Oh yeah, I do know, and I get it. Basically, companies want you to keep learning, I guess, or something. I don't know. But it's like in my school, everybody graduates. you know? So anyway, I digress about a lot of things. I'm gonna cut it short here because I got to get over there to the thing and start editing. And I appreciate anybody that watches any of this. I know hundreds of people have watched my podcast up till now, and I appreciate that. But I have plans for this podcast. One, it's going to be more interview based on locations too. Yeah, I just have bigger things that I got to do because once you're dealing with millions, like how do I talk to millions of people? That's a whole different kind of like thinking. I still want to create this safe space for me, because like talking without a point is really difficult. And I like to focus on what matters in any given moment. Even though we're trying to relax, in the sunshine while drinking delicious coffee, we got to stick to the point. We got to get to work, right? And what I got to do is I got to edit. And by me editing, that means I just have to sit in front of a computer and go Command C, Command V, Command C, Command B, Command C, Command B, Command B, Command B, Command B, Command C, Command B, Command X, Command V. That is like gonna be my day for the rest of the day. It's like, this is worse than Tetris. And like Tetris was kind of fun, but it's kind of not. Like you're doing something, you make it disappear, right? And so when you're editing, you're just like chopping out all the things, all the mistakes and stuff that people make, which I make a lot. Don't get me wrong. Like, of course, I don't speak fluent Japanese. Like, duh, I speak pretty good, right? But polishing these videos is just like, this is not entertaining for me personally. I'd rather be outside. You know what I mean? I don't want to be staring at a computer all day. I don't want to be holding my phone all day. You know what I mean? I want to get outside. I want to do something. So, guys, I hope this inspires you to get outside and do something. If you can get out there and talk to somebody in reality, I think you should do it because, like, that's the only way. This is the bilingual way. Cup, right? Got to wake up. Got to get out there. I hope this makes it to you guys by morning. I'm going to stop talking. Until next time, I'm going to be working on this little video that I want to put up here. It's probably going to say app, but I wanted to say the other thing. I'm going to work on that video. Once I get that up, then I'm really going to be putting out more content and all of it focused with the one singular goal of getting you to become bilingual. So in the meantime, peace out and take it easy. Bye.